can anyone see me? Hi, Wooly. Hi, the Lonely Assassin. Hi, Mask Maz. Hi, Beethoven. L. Hi, Utopian Hamlet. Woohoo! Yeah, we reset the modem and the internet and everything, so hopefully we shouldn't have connection problems today. Yes, this is the redemption stream. Blue mug. How's everyone today? I've never streamed on a Monday before. Guy, the open mic. That's right, L. If L's gonna go with me, I'll go. Willie, hi Willie. Willie says I'm feeling very Monday. Samuel says I was mesmerized by your host channel relationship struggles. It's not that deep. Yep, Mutt, we're live. Shh, don't jinx it. Open mic ASMR. No, oh my god. Oh, I've been waiting desperately, and my heart is here. Drunken knobhead. We're pro censorship in this chat, so just be careful. Yeah, hi Willie. Glad you were able to make it. Hi Gert. What do you mean is anyone here? We're here. Hi QK. Hi #1 L fan. Oh, I've been waiting desperately, and my heart is here right next to me, and I'm caught waiting in the rain. Drunken knobhead. Sorry about that, but it's just how it is. That's Vanessa by Grimes. Speaking of Grimes. Trying to learn it on the ukulele. Aw, thanks, Sel. Yeah, I've been practicing. QK, don't do your homework, watch my stream. Or do it and watch my stream. But the bed's only really semi-made. Yeah, I think the connection's fixed. Yeah, a lot of people call ukuleles ukes. It makes me so uncomfortable, to be honest. Something about it just makes me cringe. Elle made her bed. Shh. Gert, you're gonna jinx it. You're the one mentioning it. 10 out of 10 accomplished. Oh, I've been waiting desperately, and my heart is here right next to me, and I'm caught. I always have trouble with the strumming, but it's getting better. I was talking to my mom earlier and I was able to strum at the same time, so. Mutt says I make my bed every morning like a cool cat. Wally, you can't say that at the airport. Gert, what opportunity did you miss? Toot says, I knew an older fella from Hawaii that called the instruments fleas and or his old dumpin' flea. Mutt says, you gotta make a lurching sound when you say uke. I don't know if I'm allowed to say utopian hamlets. I'd have to ask Angel, the mod. I don't know if he's here today. Gert the Great said, oh, I was saying that he missed the opportunity to use the cool cat emoji while talking about being a cool cat. Oh, I'm more of a warm cat myself. Yeah, cool cat shouldn't be a good thing. Something's wrong if your cat's cold. The Dubliners did not hack me, they just claimed copyright. Thanks, Gert. This is a big accomplishment for me, and I just jinxed myself. Yeah, talking and strumming at the same time is level up for me. So I'm almost on my way to being able to play like a normal person. Utopian Hamlets, why not dystopian Macbeth, says Elle. That's great, Elle. That's really great. But how is Macbeth the opposite of Hamlet? Stelma is the opposite of Hamlet. Hamlet. Like a normal person. Well, that's not quite the right phrasing. I mean, properly. Elle says it's not. I just like Macbeth more. Macbeth sounds more interesting to me. I haven't seen Hamlet. I saw one Shakespearean play once. I went with like the pretentious class I was in. And it was really boring, like 4 hours of nothing. Hamlet would win in a fight. Hamlet's like some king, right? Elle just sits around reading Shakespeare. That's the kind of prodigy she is. I can't imagine choosing to read Shakespeare. We're getting into the Macbeth discourse. Elle has only been on Tumblr for like 2 months actually, so that's not true. Bully is on point. No, he's not. I made you make a Tumblr. You didn't have one before that. That's an auto-generated username. Mine sounds like it's auto-generated. But when I was 15, I legitimately just thought it was cool. Groovy. I didn't shoot Wooly down. I'm just correcting him on his mistakenness. Alexander the Great. Real life warriors. Real life warriors sounds like what people say about, like, have you heard people use that phrase to describe, like, cancer patients, soldiers. Alexander the Great, more like Alexander the Fake. Switch to a minor key for the fake. I mean, A minor is minor, but it barely counts. Wooly says still hurts though. Sorry, Wooly. Oh no, Elle's starting the discourse. Yeah, introducing Tumblr to someone is like, I guess it's kind of like, yeah, it's definitely changes your life a bit. There's a new filter on Snapchat that like turns you into a goth Tumblr girl. I tried it out. I looked really different with that black lipstick. Alexander would eat Macbeth for breakfast. That's some discourse right there. Goth Tumblr filter on Snapchat. You know the first filter they have nowadays is like this black lipstick and nose ring filter. Makes me look really Tumblr if I use it. Let's try it out. Let's make myself look goth Tumblr. Elle, are you fighting my viewers? Oh, this is such great lighting too, not because I'm streaming. Okay. Oh, my teeth have gotten worse. You know, I'm actually glad about that because I got braces and I did not like what it did to my teeth. So I'm glad to see my teeth are getting crooked again, to be honest. Elle just Snapchatted me. Elle. Oh, I'm very Tumblr. But where I can't smile, that would be not dignified. And my bangs are too long. I need like short Tumblr bangs, so let's... And I always have to make this expression. That's me as Tumblr girl. It's Tumblr version of me. Let me turn up the brightness so you can see it better. This is me if I went on Tumblr more often. In before nothing changes, says Obedient Worm. Yeah, to be honest. It looks bad. It looks weird. Yeah. Whatever. Looks like a jazz. Let's check what Elle Snapchatted me. Let's open it. Elle, is this something you want everyone to see? Willie says, oh my god, you look like a friend of mine. That creeped me out. This is Goth Elle. That's disturbing. It's strange. You need to put a lit cigarette in your ukulele. That's a terrible idea. LMAO says QK. Elle looks amazing. Yeah, I think it doesn't look that bad actually. Gives you that airbrushed emo look. Not emo, goth. The goth fad is not over, Utopian Hamlets. screen, it looks kind of real. Speaking of Tumblr, I don't really have anything against that style. It's just very cookie cutter. Yeah, there's a goth comeback happening. Like, everyone has those chokers now. Ugh, what'd I do? Rusty said, did you ever take a listen to that music list? No, I just have it sitting around. I'm sorry, I have to try it out. Alexander the Great's grandmother would beat Macbeth. Okay. Let's add a name to the discourse. How about Napoleon? Where does he fall? Oh, I've been waiting desperately, and my heart is here. Something's off about the way I'm singing that. Oh, I've been waiting desperately, and my heart is here right next to me, and I'm caught waiting in the rain. Something's off about that. He was weird for that tricolor. I'm confused. A goth festival? What do you do at a goth festival? I feel like the idea of a festival is already not very goth. Is it like a rave, kind of? Or music? Wasn't Napoleon like real short? I think he was. Actually, no, he wasn't. I read that that's a myth, and he was actually quite average. English propaganda. He was 5'7". That's short, but not that short, and for his time, that was probably normal. Goth music festivals, that makes sense. Napoleon had only his favorite guests eat with aluminum while the rest had to make do with gold. That's unusual. Oh, I've been waiting desperately, and my heart is here right next to me, and I'm caught waiting in the rain. Oh, I've been waiting desperately, and my heart is here right next to me, and I'm caught waiting in the rain. I should probably warm up my voice or something. Aluminum. What do you think of that? Aluminum. Not aluminum. How do you guys say it even? Aluminum? Aluminium? Stop bullying Napoleon. He deserves it. That's the true discourse right there. Aluminum. That's terrible. Minimum alu. Oh, I've been waiting. Oh, I've been waiting desperately, and my heart is here right next to me, and I'm caught waiting in the rain. Oh, I've been waiting desperately, and my heart is here right next to me, and I'm caught waiting in the rain. Aluminium. Aluminium. Aluminum. Aluminum is the I say aluminum. That's how I think it should be said. How do you all say scone? Usually it's like a triangle shaped piece of dense bread. Let's do All-Star, that's easier. Not the strumming, but the singing is easier to start with. My voice feels off today. The normal way, like you said, it's scone, same as you. Australians call biscuits scones, that's disturbing. I'm just being clear about what a scone is, Al, don't pick at me. Somebody once told me the world is gonna roll me. I hate the sharpest tool in the shed. She was looking kinda dumb with her finger and her thumb in the shape of an L on her forehead. Well, the years start coming and they don't stop coming. Back to the rules and I hit the ground running. Digestive biscuits are so good. Why are they digestive biscuits? They just taste like cookies to me. I need to figure out the strumming pattern for this. Somebody once told me. Somebody once told me the world is gonna roll me. I ain't the sharpest tool in the shed. That's terrible. Oh my god, that I used to read this British blogger's blog, and she was always talking about chocolate digestives. She wouldn't even say digestive biscuits or anything. It sounded so gross. Chocolate digestives? No offense, Mott. Somebody once told me the world is gonna roll me. I ain't the sharpest tool in the shed. She was looking kinda dumb with her finger and her thumb in the shape of an L on her forehead. Well, the years start coming and they don't stop coming. Back to the rules and I hit the ground running. Didn't make sense not to live for fun. Your brain gets smart but your head gets dumb. It's a biscuit with chocolate in it. You dip them in tea if you're polite and handsome like me. Cookies dipped in unsweetened tea are really good. Like if you have like shortbread or something and you dip it in tea, that's good. Think because they were made with baking soda, which was supposed to help indigestion. They say you actually should not take baking soda for your gut. At least not regularly. So, my voice is tired today because I've been talking all day a lot. Somebody once told me the world is gonna roll me. I ain't the sharpest tool in the shed. Vacuum impression. No, I'm imitating this thing. I saw this guy on YouTube and he made sort of glue into a straw, making a tone, and it helps your voice get refreshed so it goes higher up and you stop talking out of your throat. I'm too embarrassed to do it properly. Low. get your game on, go play, go play. Hey now, you're a rock star, get the show on, get paid, and all that glitters is gold. Only shooting stars break the mold. Yeah, my voice is messed up today. And the ukulele playing as usual. Mutt says, how do you know when someone's talking about a biscuit instead of a cookie? Thanks, Wooly. To Americans, a biscuit is like, when I say a biscuit, I'm talking about either a dog biscuit, or I'm talking about a biscuit like they have it like Popeyes or KFC. Yeah, it's like a bread roll, flaky bread roll, and you spread butter or jam on it or something. And then occasionally we say biscuit when we're talking about British cookies. Like, sometimes, you know, those specific British brand cookies, I might call it a biscuit. So is a hot dog a sandwich or no? It's a hot dog. Biscuits and gravy is sick. If you, by sick you mean disgusting, I agree. Somebody once told me the world is gonna roll me. I ain't the sharpest tool in the shed. She was looking kinda dumb with her finger and her thumb in the shape of an L on her forehead. Well, the years start coming and they don't stop coming. Back to the rules and I hit the ground running. Didn't make sense not to live for fun. Your brain gets smart but your head gets dumb. Ugh, I don't like gravy. I don't agree with it. To me, eating gravy is the equivalent of, like, you know how when you cook bacon, there's like this, the bacon fat separates and creates this, and then it solidifies at room temperature? If you spread that on biscuits, that's what gravy is to me. I mean, I'm a vegetarian, so I'm biased, but you know, I never liked it even when I ate meat. Monday stream at 7 p.m. I'm not planning to stream on Mondays regularly. It's more of like, just because the stream yesterday didn't work out. No gravy. I disagree. Matt says our system is dumb, almost as dumb as not using a metric system. I'm not really that insulted, I agree. Because, I mean, like, they teach us, nowadays they teach kids both metric and American English, or whatever you want to call it. Yeah, adding the U to everything is so annoying. Color, come on. Coloring in this, center of this, see, center, it's like coloring in the center. Honor. We removed it because it's unnecessary. Somebody once told me the world is gonna roll me. I ain't the sharpest tool in the shed. She was looking kinda dumb. She was looking kinda dumb with her finger and her thumb in the shape of an L on her forehead. Well, the years start coming and they don't stop coming. Back to the rules and I hit the ground running. Didn't make sense not to live for fun. Your brain gets smart but your head gets dumb. Cinema. Ugh, cinema. I mean, I don't have a problem. I say cinema only to be fancy sometimes. Wait, is Elle educating people? I don't want to miss the history lesson. Let me scroll back. Flavor, ew, flavor. Oh, this food has so much color and flavor. Hey now, you're an all-star. I don't really like Smash Mouth that much, but I started learning this song and it's fun. But my voice feels so messed up today. I was educating youth. Noble. Not just the kind of classy people I'm friends with. Elsplaining. Yep. But if you're tired of Smash Mouth, we can move on to something. Shall we go back to Jolene? Sad to see the Brit-American feud is still on. It's not as strong as the South is the Southerners versus the Northerners in the US. That's still going on. We're so like Northerners are like it's complicated, like, you know? People never quit. Jolene, 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 Jolene. I'm off. Jolene, 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 Jolene. I'm so off. Something's off. Union forever. Doesn't it say that on some of our coins? L University. I'm gonna just practice the ukulele for now because my voice is just tired. I better change the title. Grace O'Malley. I should not have mentioned this. I feel like I don't know some of you anymore. At L University, you get passionately yelled at for 10 minutes and then go eat some takeout. That's what L and I do all the time. Mutt, don't scream anything. Don't. Please don't. And, don't you have something going on with the British? Scream about that. Actually, don't. Explain to me how to finger pick a ukulele, because I always look it up and they explain where to hold your fingers but not actually how to do it. Matt says, I'm Irish, us and the British are constantly screaming at each other. PhD in Biscuit and Gravy Sciences at L University. Manchester United versus Chelsea. I used to have this Northern Irish teacher, and he was really into Manchester United. With chopsticks, you do not pick them with chopsticks. It makes a weird sound if you go with all your fingers. It also does not really work. Get reincarnated as Mississippi John Herder Maybelle Carter, who... I shouldn't read aloud things that I don't know. I've learned that. It's It's kind of like when someone's like, hey, say this. You should not say it, because if you don't know what it means. Rusty says, find a song that finger picks and follow along. Lets you get a good feel for it. That's an idea. I'd have to watch a video, because I can't read the charts. Actually, no, I can read the charts. I learned the other day. Great guitarists? Are those YouTubers or something? I'll look them up. Hi, Econo Riot. Matt says, I started this history thing. I think I'm gonna die with it. What strumming pattern are you using, Agatha? I don't know what I was using for that Smash Mouth thing. I was just sort of strumming quietly on some parts and then strumming loudly on the beats. On the main beats. What do you call the main beats where it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 1? What do you call that stressed one? But I usually use down, down, up, down, or down, down, up, down, up. That's down, down, up, down, up. That's down, down, up, down. Could be accents. I really lack music theory knowledge. Tachyon says, 69 says time. I guess? Time? Or do you mean how long I've been on? 39 minutes. Use up, 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 up. I don't like that. I don't think I like that. Jeez, my voice is just dying right now. I need to improve my talking vocal technique. Elle says that's giving me anxiety. Whenever I bring the ukulele to Elle's house, she always steals it from me and plays it. It's actually easier to talk like this. It hurts less. Well, it doesn't really hurt, it's just tiring. Takyan says, are you into Bjork? I should be into Bjork. It fits everything about me that I would like Bjork. And I don't dislike Bjork, but I'm just not into Bjork. I need to get into Bjork. Yeah, well, I actually shouldn't bring it to your house because I never play it that much at your house. You just steal it from me. You should just get one for yourself. Or I'll get one for you sometime. Okay, I'll check him out on YouTube. Is Elle good on the ukulele? Ella's only ever played the ukulele on times when she's had it from me, but I bet she'd learn a lot faster than me because she's got better coordination. A couple months ago, Elle and I were learning to fingerspell in sign language, and Elle got it in 10 seconds, and I was just there A, B, C. Sam, it's okay. Yeah, thanks for dropping in. Yeah, Bjork is gonna grow on me. I just have to make myself listen to more Bjork. It'll happen. Kind of humming to it. wrong one. If you do a Bjork stream, you gotta wear that giant swan dress. I've seen that swan dress. I don't think I can afford it. I'm pretty sure that thing probably costs like 10,000 bucks at least. Samuel, don't that's banned. Banned for that. Don't diss Beethoven. But don't, for real mods, don't ban him. But tell him not to say that. You can't diss Beethoven in front of Al. It's disrespectful. You can't diss Beethoven or Hamilton or what else can't you diss in front of Al? Les Mis. Probably can't diss that in front of her. What else can't you diss in front of Al? I think I'm a lot more like the musical Hamilton. I think you could diss Alexander's Hamilton's okay. Okay. Elle's getting into it with you. Samuel, don't make triggered jokes in my chat. I don't like it. It triggers me. No, it doesn't trigger me. I just don't like it. Can diss anything but Beethoven. I've never felt like dissing Beethoven. I like him, okay? Ella and I were talking the other day about how much we like D minor. This is D minor. It's my favorite. My least favorite chord on its own would probably be like, where is it? Girl hated because you can't handle the heat. Can you do the moon face for the duration of weeknight streams? What's the moon face? The moon face? Is that the face I made when I was trying to make faces for different planets? I think the moon face was like this. What is this? This is something. What movie are we dissing? I'm falling behind on my own chat. I saw a movie about Beethoven. Oh, Moon River. Moon River, wider than a mile, crossing in style. Where did that go? I can't find it. Use my imagination. Which chords should it be? Moon, 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 moon. sing it. Moon river wider than a mile. My voice is so messed up. Sorry, it's not working out today. It feels weird. It's in my throat. That ukulele looks pretty big. It might just be me. I don't think it's unusually big. I'm about 5'1" for reference. Who's Russell Crowe? I feel like we're getting awfully discoursey here, everybody. Okay, bye, Willie. Thanks for coming. I'm gonna draw because my voice is tired. I'll still talk some. Samuel, thanks for apologizing to Elle about Beethoven. Yes, Elle is very gracious. She forgives. Oh, weird angle on me there. You can Utopian Hamlet says, Agatha, I've realized that I say or whatever and that kind of thing from watching your videos. Yeah, I say that every 5 seconds. Elle says, please draw the two of us in a mini Beethoven. I'm not too clear on what Beethoven looks like or even what we look like, but I'll try. I'll draw sort of cartoony, maybe. No, that's probably worse. I'll just go at... Let's see, I'll start with the tiny Beethoven. Is he like a doll? Why is he tiny? It's gonna be hard to tell me and Beethoven apart because we have the same hair. This looks more like George Washington, I'm sorry. Okay. Here we have a mini Beethoven so far. There's one mini Beethoven, okay, and his neck. What did they wear back then, Elle? Can you give me some historical information about what Beethoven would have worn so that I can use that knowledge in my drawing? Did they have ruffled collars then? Beethoven had a facial scar. Where was it? Okay, I'll draw Elle. Elle should be taller than Beethoven, right? As you can see, I have great technique. I don't map out bodies at all. I just draw the heads floating and then go from there. They wore giant ruffs like a meter long. Arr, Scar. Okay, I'll draw Elle in a beanie because that's the most realistic depiction. I'm drawing us so much bigger than Beethoven. I'm forgetting what my own friends look like. Sorry, this is... I'm very bad at drawing Elle, so I'll hide it until I'm finished and you can see how terrible it is. I've never tried to draw Elle before. People request it sometimes and I'm like, ooh, hoo, 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 hoo. Well, I'll replay her Snapchat so I can remember what she looks like. Beethoven had the swag of the times. Did he? Well, I don't have a replay option. You know you've been screwed over in life when that happens. I'm kidding. Oh, it's actually coming together to start to look somewhat like you, Elle. This is actually looking like it's something kind of related to you. Oh, I have another Snapchat from Elle with... There. Yeah, okay. Thanks. This is a good reminder about what your nose looks like. No, it's not just a picture of your nose, but it's helpful. It's helpful. You know, I actually wasn't drawing anywhere near daily before I started live streaming. I wasn't really expecting anyone wanted to see that, but interesting it seems that is something people watch. So, doesn't this look kind of like Elle? I'm kind of surprised that this looks kind of like Elle. It looks somewhat like her. Like, this Beethoven looks just like a doll, though. This, I'll make it, like a bobblehead almost, maybe. Here we have Elle's disembodied head and Beethoven's disembodied hell. Yeah, kinda looks like her. Kinda. Looks a little like her. Sorry, Elle. No, for real, the Beethoven is better. Something... Yeah, the nose and everything, it's kinda like you. Like, I vaguely understand what I was thinking. Yeah, I'm not good at drawing beanies. I should have just drawn her hair. Bike. It does look like a bike helmet. Oh, beanies kind of go down like this, maybe. That looks like she has a towel on her head. I'm done, guys. This life is so hard. Maybe if I put like a jacket on or a flannel, it'll look more like a... There we have the Beethoven. Let's draw his shoulders. Elle, you still didn't tell me what Beethoven would have been wearing, or else if you did tell me, I forgot. Like, I'm giving him absurdly broad shoulders. Looks very strange. He's just gonna end up in a suit. Why is Al so huge and why is he so small? I don't understand myself. Okay. What is a cravat? That famous red scarf. Oh. Let's draw it on him. There's that scarf. Why is Beethoven wearing a suit from the 80s? You guys are roasting me. I'm dead. I'm not gonna draw myself bigger than both of you. I'm dead. I'm so dead. Some Swagtoven. Trench coats. None of you are taking this seriously, so Beethoven's just gonna end up in a regular old suit type garment, which is not a good idea because I'm not good at drawing suits. I don't have a lot of practice drawing men in general. It's not my forte. That was looking super boxy. Punktoven, a leisure suit, a gold chain. New wave Toven. This very strange and boxy looking suit. This is the most ill-fitting suit I've ever seen. Elle can draw. Elle keeps it a secret, but she can draw. Like, Elle was always told me, like, oh, nah, I can't draw. And then she betrayed me. I looked at her Instagram. She posted a drawing, and she can obviously draw. And it's just, I feel really lied to, really exploited, Elle. Thanks a lot. There's Elle. It looks a little more like you now that there's a flannel. Post-punk Beethoven from lifting so many notes. But didn't Beethoven mostly stick with a lower range because he couldn't hear the higher ones at all? Give Beethoven a fedora to match his horrible suit. Beethoven looks, like you want to go to the concerto. Oh my god. No, I'm not gonna give him that. Sorry, everyone. This is the most ill-fitting suit ever, though. It's like disturbingly ill-fitting. Okay, I'll draw myself now. I'm not the best at drawing myself, but everything I draw looks a bit like me. Because I'm like the person I have the most reference to on how to draw, but, you know, I have a lot of trouble drawing people on the same page with the same size heads and stuff, because I'm used to drawing only one person at a time. I think I have kind of round eyes, big eye bags, kind of large eyelids. I have eyebrows. Why am I drawing my eye in detail before I even draw the other one? Everyone in this drawing is looking guiltily away from each other. I also always draw people's eyes too far apart. It's my habit. My eyes are way too far apart. Oh my god, it does not look right at all. After all this trouble, I just mess up myself. You know what? This is done. This side is bad, so I'm gonna draw myself taller than all of you. Draw myself very tall. Very tall I am. Tallest. The tallest myself is. Should I draw myself with my hair loose or up? Egomania X's worm. I didn't say I was better. I said I was taller. You're revealing your own biases, worm. My strange small nose here. Why am I messing up on drawing myself? This is the problem I always have. When I draw other people, it looks like me. I think everyone who draws has that problem because you're used to seeing yourself. And when I draw myself, it looks like somebody else. Or like nobody. I look miserable in this drawing. It's reflecting my feelings of frustration at not being able to draw myself. This does not look anything like me at this point. Why am I... What is my life anymore? I don't... Space Violet says, what's happening? I'm drawing myself, my best friend, and a tiny Beethoven, and I'm drawing myself tallest even though I'm shortest. But I don't know how to draw myself at all. Like, why does this not look anything... I literally could have been looking at myself. Like, what's this? This is a terrible angle. This is disturbing. This is my worst angle, probably. Space Violet says, draw me, please. Everyone says that, and now I can't even see you when you're saying that. Like, I can't draw you. I don't know what you look like. I look so mad and and my head came out disproportionately large, of course. Here's my bangs. Maybe if I get my hair, it'll make me look more like myself. This is kind of like, you know what this looks like? This looks like this girl on Follow on Tumblr. It looks just like her, instead of like me, who is myself. Why am I larger than everyone else? And why do I not look like myself? I'm dead. Okay, I'm done. What is the deal with this? And then a bow. Will this redeem me? Will it make me look like myself if I think my lips, I think my mouth, I don't even know. Have you thought of making Twitch emotes? I don't know how. Do I qualify? Is this like you do have to qualify by doing something? Because something's on Twitch you have to qualify for, like subs. Like to have subscriptions. sort of what my hair is like. But that face does not look like me. Hi, Mosh Pit Johnny. Yeah, okay, so I'm not gonna keep going on this because it's kind of losing hope. But we have Beethoven with unusual body proportions and shoulders. We have Elle looking somewhat like Elle. I can tell it's her, but no one else can. And me looking literally nothing like me. Like, let's take a look at me. Nope. Doesn't look like me at all. Thanks, Elle. I'll give it to you, Elle. You can have it because it's got... Thanks, Samuel. Anyway, what should I draw now? You look hungover. Yeah, I just altogether that drawing of me is not, doesn't look right. Okay. I want to draw people. I always ask what to draw and then I just draw what I want to anyway. That's the only time I've taken a suggestion, to be honest. Isn't it weird that things like perspective used to be like things people didn't know about in a lot of drawings? Obviously that varies from culture to culture, but like with the Renaissance and stuff, like before that everyone drew babies like miniature adults, like the proportions were all wrong. I was watching this YouTube video today about eyelash perms, and apparently people pay $90 to get their eyelashes curled permanently. Not even permanently, just like a few weeks. Like, I can't think of anything less worth it. Think of all the things you could do with $90 and then you curl your eyelashes. This looks like this friend I had in school. I can always tell, like I rarely draw anyone deliberately, but then it looks very obviously like someone I knew sometimes. Connor says, do you wear makeup usually? Never. Chapstick. I wear chapstick. I just don't really understand makeup, and it's expensive, and so I just don't bother. There are so many medieval paintings of people killing giant snails. What does it mean? Were there giant snails to kill? And it was so obvious no one thought to record it? Samuel says my mother pays hundreds for styling, and I'm over here like, can I borrow a dollar for some fries? Same. I mean, I don't exactly have anything against it. It's just not something I personally understand spending money on. I guess you're sort of paying for the experience of what it's like to look a certain way, but... Not a good nose attempt. Not what I was going for. I read an article that artists were trying to make fun of knights fighting heavily armored opponents. Oh, I see. So they look like snails and shells, kind of? Thanks, Hill. Hi. Knights were the heavily armored ones. I feel like in those days, when they had that really heavy armor, it was almost more... It almost seems like it was more of an obstacle, because when you're wearing that much armor, isn't it really, like, heavy? How much did they say that weighed? Like 40, 50 pounds at once? My name is... I'm not drawing anyone in particular. I'm just drawing a person, I guess, a very stylized person. Does anyone here draw? It weighs the same as modern day firefighter at the lightest, or a modern soldier's at the heaviest. Only the wealthiest had access to that. It wasn't actually that heavy. Thanks, Mask Wise. Remember when Elfan says I'm drawing now? Mentioning swastikas is a ban, not a timeout. Israel says I draw, but I'm self-conscious about my drawings. Me too. Matt says I used to draw, but I gave up. Oh, keep going. Did you say I'm drawing regularly? Thanks, all. Oh. Hill says I used to draw. I went to art college, etc. Although I ended up going into IT instead, since art rarely pays well in terms of career unless you're dead, of course. Yeah, it seems that way. Lovino says I always seem to draw only during class, but can't think of anything once I'm home. I know exactly what you mean. Like when you're at school and you're like, oh, I wish I could draw this, I wish I could draw that. You feel so inspired and have all these ideas. And then you get home and you're like, do nothing, you know? I don't have that problem so much now that I'm not in school, but I know exactly what you mean. Utopian Hamlet says I draw every day, but sometimes I rage quit. I do that on every drawing. Like when I finish a drawing, it's not because it's actually finished. It's because I'm just so done with it. I'm bad at shoulders. Shoulders are like, I don't know why. I look at shoulders every day, and I'm quite actually interested in drawing them. But for some reason, shoulders to me are just like, they're just the death of me. Try drawing them in a simpler position. Oh, this is... Ugh. Hill says, I did notice you hosted Britt the Badger on occasion. Yeah, I auto-host her. I think she has, because it's the same sponsor. I haven't really had time to check out her streams much, but I see that she makes some cool stuff. I like drawing hands okay. I don't find them the hardest. I don't get why people think they're the hardest. I think it's just like an expectation thing, like it's become a social construct that hands are the hardest, so now people expect them to be the hardest, so they're the hardest. But I'd say for me, the hardest are... what's the hardest? Oh, I think I'll draw sort of a dark veil for her. I think that'll hide my mistakes. That's another thing. Almost all my artistic choices are just made out of a desire to hide mistakes, but I actually do think a veil will look cool. Elle says I can't draw ears. I actually can draw ears, but I draw them all the same. Everyone I draw has the same pair. I never really draw people with wonky ears. I just draw different sizes or sticking outness of ears. Elle enjoys drawing Van Gogh. Oh yeah, I get it. Poor Van Gogh. Although, I think, what's worse, to cut off your ear to have an ear sent to you in the mail? I think cutting off your ear is worse. Yeah, stylized ear is very easy to draw. Too lazy for real cross-hatching, just scribble. I actually like the way this is coming out. There's some issues with it, but overall I'm really on board with this drawing. Like the ear is in the wrong place, but sometimes I think putting something kind of in the wrong place makes it better. I say, making excuses. I think I have pretty small ears. Yeah, your ears are important for hearing. Let's see how it looks on camera. Unrealistic, but I like it. Looks exactly like this friend I had in school when I was little. It doesn't even look exactly like her at all, it just kind of nostalgic, I don't know. I'm gonna draw a flower crown. Oh, that ASMR, yeah. Really soon I'll be able to buy a new mic. Elle and I are gonna have a garage sale. Yeah, that profile pic is a screenshot from the sponge ASMR. I just think I like the way that looked, so I kept it. The iconic sponge. so did anyone when you were kids, did you have like those blue fairy book, green fairy book, red fairy book, pink fairy book? They're just like these books of fairy tales, and each one is like a certain color, and it has illustrations in it that are really cool looking and old-fashioned. Bushy, my chat rules are just really weird. Please don't take it personally. They're just, I don't even know sometimes. Ask the mods, I'll push you on them. Do a sponge ASMR but with that iron wool. Oh, I hate that stuff though. The way it smells and it hurts my hand. Yes, the sides of the pages were all weird and shiny and gilded. I'd forgotten about that, so I guess you had the same ones. Mutt says, I am Irish. We grew up with recipe books for hearty stew. Do you ever actually make a hearty stew? If you actually do make a hearty stew, share pictures. I want to know what it looks like. Do you really eat a lot of potatoes in Ireland? Or is that something American Irish people do? Irish American people. Because I read this book about the Irish potato famine. Wait, now I'm really confused actually. That was in Ireland. I just showed. I'm not knowledgeable. Not knowledgeable at all. Sorry, Bushy. It's just kind of the way it works out when you have really strict rules, and every mod kind of has their own interpretation, so it's... Oh, it's because the British did some weird things, so the only crop we could grow was potatoes. Did they mess up your soil, or did they make a rule that you couldn't grow things that weren't potatoes? There that is. Thanks, Elle. Yeah, I like the way this one came out. Maud is like the spokesman for all Irish. Yeah, pretty much. Thanks, QK. Thanks, number 1L fan. Thanks, Gmo. JM Mosher. J Mosher. They split up the land so Irish farmers had little soil to work with. The potato crop is small, so that's what we grew. It is Irish History Month? QK says, I'm still trying to fix this lab report while watching a stream and it's difficult. You know, it's funny that you're mentioning all this procrastinating because whenever I read your name, QK, I always think of QK in Japanese, which is break or like rest. QK. So you're stuck in a rest because of your username. Yeah, I'm gonna leave. Should I do a pattern in the background? Chicken tacos, chocolate, oh, food. I'm kind of hungry right now, but if I eat this late, I'm gonna be not able to sleep. Do you all like mayonnaise? The most okay chocolate I've ever tasted. Yeah, in the US, the most okay chocolate is Hershey's. It's incredibly mediocre. I think a lot of foreigners find it really, really sweet. Too sweet, but I haven't had it in a long time. It's like so sweet that it's kind of, it's so sweet that it's kind of bitter. Like, it's so sweet that it actually kind of hurts your mouth, you know? To eat it, because your mouth is like, whoa, this is a little much for me. Like it has like almost a, I don't know how to describe it, but basically because the sugar is cheaper than the chocolate, it's mostly sugar. Mayo on French fries? That sounds good. I've never had that, but that's the kind of thing I like. To be honest, I do like mayonnaise. I just kind of tend to like any fatty food. Except gravy, that's disgusting. But like peanut butter, I like any like fatty dip or that kind of thing. Avocado, like in guacamole or... When you leave mayo outside, it turns translucent, which is weird. Huh, do the whites separate? Or does it... That's confusing, but I know what you mean. I think it's what it melts. I'm not sure why it does that. But you kind of just... I just can't be called off mayonnaise. I just like it. Sorry you can't see what I'm drawing, but I felt like I'll show you it when it's done. Mustard is the worst. I I like mustard. It's grown on me. I go through different phases with mustard. I went through a phase where I liked mustard too much. I'll openly admit it. It was disgusting how much mustard I ate. I put mustard on potatoes. Mustard potatoes was this dish I invented, and I would eat it every day with dinner. Oh my god, it sounds good actually now. I think I'm back in my mustard potatoes phase. I should make it sometime. But it's basically just fried potatoes, like made in like a cast iron pan, and then you take the fried potatoes and you just put mustard, you dip it in mustard. It's like, it's good. Honey mustard, oh no, I don't like sweet mustard. I like pungent, salty mustard. Mustard and french fries. I feel like if it were french fries, mustard potatoes wouldn't be right and you should just use honey mustard. I say, just having told you that I dislike honey mustard. Aw, Elle has to leave. Elle, you're leaving. Text me if you can. Where is she going? I missed it. Where is Elle going? Okay, Elle has to leave. Bye, Elle. Okay. Pungent should not be used to describe a food. Ta-da! I feel like something's a little off, but I like it a lot. Thanks, Masquerade. Thanks, QK. Thanks, Bully. Yeah, bye, Elle. Pungent drawing. It's not pungent. Are you calling my drawing pungent? I'm insulted. Maybe I'll put something inside these rectangles or triangles, or would that weaken the triangle? Potatoes, mustard sauce, and hard-boiled eggs go well together. Is that kind of like hard egg salad? I had egg salad earlier. And it was with just mayonnaise. Just mayonnaise and salt. I only even added the salt because the mayonnaise wasn't salty enough. Samuel says, what was the sauce you made for the french fries, Agatha? Oh, I made spicy mustard, which is just, you mix mustard and I made spicy mayonnaise, which you just mix sriracha and mayonnaise. I love egg salad. Don't diss egg salad. Egg salad's been my favorite, like, since I was little. I feel like I need something to give more of a sense of perspective with the triangles. You know, I think I just need to, like, sort of, put a heavier outline. Actually, no, I'll leave it. Do you like Thousand Island? I don't really know what that is. Bushy says, can someone please explain to me what happened to me that time? I don't know what you're referencing. Akano says, have you had any of the konbini food in Japan? It's so good yet so unhealthy. Some of it's healthy, actually. Yeah, I've had it. I really like it. I liked it. It was really convenient to be able to get those little sandwiches and the onigiri and the already made meals. Of course, all the sweets there are terrible for you. They're kind of they're a step above gas station food in the US as far as good for you-ness. Oh, I like poached eggs. Poached eggs are good. Yeah, I really enjoy poached eggs. But I don't really have those molds to make them with, so my poached eggs always come out really wide. Unless, yeah, they always come out really wide. It's a sauce with mayo, Worcestershire, mustard, and spices. Oh yeah, poached eggs. I love poached eggs. I'd never had them before until last year, actually. Or the year before last year, I had poached eggs for the first time, and it was really amazing. Yeah, I'm gonna put this aside so I don't overwork it. I like that one. Worcestershire. Spicy curry. Ooh, curry. I love curry. I really like... Bushy, I don't know. Yeah, please message Lonely Assassin or something, or mod privately. Worcestershire? Wars? It's okay, Bushy. I know it's frustrating to be timed out. Overcooked unseasoned chicken. That's horrible. That's really bad. My mother used to make like chicken soup from scratch that was really good. Where you cook the chicken, like you sort of boil it. Chestershire. I taste like shoe leather. Chicken soup is amazing. I haven't had it in years. Stir-fried noodles with chicken. I make stir-fried noodles with tofu and egg, and that's really good. My voice feels somewhat better. Would it infuriate you all if I kept practicing the Smash Mouth, or should I move on? Bushy says, well, in any case, I usually pronounce Worcestershire sauce similar to what's this here sauce. Yeah. It's feel like it's kind of like ketchup mixed with mayonnaise, which is pretty much the same as Big Mac sauce. I don't know what the big deal about Big Mac sauce is. It's pretty obvious. I I don't know any other different Smash Mouth songs. I haven't seen enough Shrek. More Joanna Newsom. Oh yeah, Joanna Newsom. Oh yeah, and then I saw her face. Now I'm a believer, not a trace. Let's see if I can try to do Baby Birch. I listened to it, but for some reason the melody won't come to me. Catsup? Yeah, we pretty much say ketchup here. I know that ketchup is technically just a brand. This is the song. This is the song for me. Wait, I'm way too high. This is the song for baby birch, though I will never know you. And at the back of what we've done, there is the knowledge of you. I know that's really off. Joanna Newsom melodies can be difficult, especially like Milk-Eyed Mender, Walnut Whales are pretty easy melodies, but can you play Riptide? Oh, I might be able to. I bet it's like A minor G C. Running down to the riptide, taken away to the dark side. I wanna be your left-hand man. I love you when you're singing that song, and I got a lump in my throat, 'cause you're gonna sing words wrong. I'm loading the chords. Can't you hire Smash Mouth for birthdays and stuff? I doubt it. I feel like it'd be expensive, unless you're rich. QK says, BTW, I listened to the Milk-Eyed Mender last Saturday and I realized I had forgotten how much I liked it. Yeah, it's really, really solid. I mean, any Joanna Newsom album is solid, but it's probably still my favorite. I was scared of dentists in the dark. I was scared of pretty girls and starting conversations. Now all my friends are turning green. You're the magician's assistant in their dreams. Down and down they come unstuck. Oh, lady, running down to the riptide, taken away to the dark side. I'm not good at the strumming pattern. I wanna be your left-hand man. I love you when you're singing that song. When you're singing that song, yeah. I got a lump in my throat, 'cause you're gonna sing the words wrong. Down, down, up, down, up. feel like I actually do worse when I try to think of it. Not up, 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 up. No one's gonna do up, up. Have One on Me is really good. I've been listening to Walnut Whales for years before I listened to Ease. That's strange. Why didn't you move on to the other albums? Yeah, Joanna Newsom is amazing. I love her. Like, I don't understand half her music, but I'm still... I was scared of dentists and the dark. I was scared of pretty girls and starting conversations. Oh, all my friends are turning green. You're the magician's assistant in their dreams. I wanna know when they come unstuck. Oh lady, running down to the riptide, taken away to the dark, taken away to the dark side. I wanna be your left-hand man. Yeah, I'm really off with the strumming, but I'm better than I used to be. Little Talks. Ooh. I just loved Walnut Whale so much that I didn't want to hear anything else, you know. Oh, I get that. I get that. Like, sometimes you're, like, so enamored this particular thing, you don't want to try other things, and then sort of change your perspective. Little Talks. How did that go then? Yeah, sometimes it can ruin a song for you. Like, I used to listen to Soap by Melanie Martinez, and that was the only song by her I listened to for like a year. And then I listened to other Melanie Martinez, and something about the other songs turned me off Soap. I'm not sure. I don't like walking round this old and empty house. So hold my hand, I'll walk with you, my dear. The stairs creak as I sleep, it's keeping... That's really messed up strumming wise. I don't like walking round this old and empty house. So hold my hand, I'll walk with you, my dear. The stairs creak as I sleep, it's keeping me awake. It's the house telling you to close your eyes. Some days I can't even trust myself. It's killing me to see you this way. 'Cause though the truth may vary, this ship will carry our bodies safely to the shore. Don't listen to a word I say. Hey, these screams all sound the same. Hey, oh, it's really off. Oh, bye, Samuel. Bye. Only Skin. Oh, wow. Only Skin. I actually haven't really gotten around to really listening to Only Skin because it's so long. What is it, 16 minutes? I really like Baby Birch though. There's this one video of Joanna Newsom performing it live and I cry every time I see it. There's an old voice in my head that's holding me back. Tell her that I miss our little talks. Soon it will be over and buried with our past. We used to play outside when we were young. Some days I feel like I'm wrong when I am right. Your mind is playing tricks on you, my dear. Something's really off about my strumming. Todd Runyon from Nujabes. Oh yeah. I'll look that up. 'Cause though the truth may vary, this ship will carry our bodies safely to the shore. I should play in slow motion. 'Cause though the truth may vary, this ship will carry our... That makes me worse. Yeah, I really should listen to Only Scan Fully. I'm sure it's all great. Hi, Regals. Todd Runyon is from a time when producers became gods. When was that? Don't really know much about it. Don't listen to a word. Don't listen to a word. Don't listen to a word I say. Hey, these screams all sound the same. This strumming is so messed up. Have you seen that Grimes video where she's mixing Genesis? No, there's a Grimes video I missed. I'll look that up. Where can I find it? I don't think you can link in the chat. I should listen to progressive rock. I don't quite know what that is. I'm not too aware of genres. Not a single song under 10 minutes. I think Baby Birch might be... No, it's longer with the instrumental and everything. I love the outro instrumental to Baby Birch. I really just love the instrumentals to Joanna Newsom. Are, like, people talk about her vocals a lot, but instrumentally, like Colleen, the instrumentals for Colleen are so good. How's it go? I decided that I'm dear, like stepping for a missing stair, and falling forth forever blindly. Okay, I copy-pasted that #1 L fan, thanks. Cannot grab hold of anything, no, not I, most blessed among Colleens. Can't really play Joanna Newsom on the ukulele unless you were like some kind of a... What do you call someone who's like a master of an instrument? It's like a word that's like aficionado but not. Yeah, I like watching Grimes videos. Like the music videos are kind of mesmerizing because they're so extra. Like all the stuff she's putting, it's like sometimes I'm like, come on, but then I watch it more and I'm like, no, this is cool. Virtuoso, that's the word. Virtuoso. Thanks everybody. Most blessed among callings. Yeah, the Oblivion video is definitely my favorite. I never walk about after dark. It's my point of view that someone could break your neck. Climbing up behind you, always climbing, and you never have a clue. Utopian says, any other Joanna Newsom songs you'd recommend? Okay, so I like Peach Plum Pear Sprout and the Bean, Book of Rhydon. Those are probably some of my favorites. Baby Birch, Colleen. I mean, there's no really bad Joanna Newsom songs. Everything, yeah, if I just played the chords, that's probably a good idea. Yeah, that when she takes off the hood is like, oh my god, that's such a great video. Yeah, I wish Grimes would play better live. Like she definitely puts a lot of energy into her performance, like dancing and stuff. Like the dancing and everything, but the singing, I think she should either put everything on loop and just be DJing. But if you're going to choose to sing live, I feel like you should put more effort into it, and maybe she danced a bit less and like concentrated more. Like she's not a bad singer by any means, like, but when she's jumping around like that, of course she's off key and sounds not as good. But she's also like the venues, like her music is so much louder than her. She doesn't have the advantage of being able to like produce everything so that her voice is louder and goes above the really loud synths and stuff. I don't know. I get how her music's like really hard to do live. So I feel like people, when they go to a Grimes concert or something, they're probably there more for the experience than to hear Grimes sing, or to, I think it's more about seeing her there and like pressing all the buttons. Yeah, the harp playing. It's so cool to watch where she's like, oh, that's true. When you're at the show, it probably sounds better. Like, cell phone videos probably don't do justice. And I've seen some really good videos of her performing that are, like, professionally recorded, and it sounds fine. I wish I could go to one sometime. Screaming Bronco says same. Same what? Okay, guys, I should be leaving in a minute or so. I mean, and who am I to critique? I mean, no, I have no problems with Grimes. Okay, everybody, I think I'm gonna go now. Thank you, everyone, for coming. I never walk about after dark. It's my point of view. Well, I don't think it's good to sound better live than in studio, honestly, like, because that's what the most people hear is your studio recording. You should sound the same, I guess. I don't know. No problem. Bye, Lonely Assassin. Bye, Obedient Worm. Bye, Utopian Hamlets. Bye, QK. Bye, Connorite. Bye, Guy. Thanks for coming. Don't think you've come before, so thank you for coming. Bye, number one Elfan. Bye, Wooly Shucks. Bye, Dejif. Yeah, thank you everyone for coming. I'm super sorry about how the stream turned out yesterday. Bye, Mice. Yeah, I'll be same time tomorrow. Bye, Wooly. Bye, number one Elfan. Bye, Rusty. I think that's everybody. Thank you, everyone. Thanks for coming. Oh, thanks for following Omnizantesuken. Sorry, I mispronounce everybody's name. It's not personal. Bye. Stop streaming.